Welcome to To Be Human podcast, episode 51 on drama. So today I want to talk about drama, more specifically group dramas. Not just, drama, the concept like dramatics, um, being dramatic, like theatre, drama. I'm talking about group dramas, stuff that, relates to being human, that aspect of drama, you know, versus, actual drama, which, is just a kind of, normal thing in, theatre, movies, whatever. That drama is not the drama I'm focusing about today, and a lot of that, drama stuff is, kind of artificial anyway, like false drama stuff. But I'm talking about, actual group dramas. As, I've kind of, seen some before. Two, in fact. Uh, again, not full context as again, being Australian means time zones. Not always present, all the time. So I, didn't really get to see both. But one being, the full part of the Rogers group, which, led me down the path of, fully putting so much, passion into, you know, RP stuff, my story stuff, it really, the destruction of that really, grew the flames of my own passion for trying to, achieve something with my story as and I've I guess always seek to recreate that magic of Rogers. And sometimes, I succeed a bit, but I still feel like that there's so much more that I can do, like so much more that can be created. And yeah, at times I think there's definitely been success, especially when, the ball gets rolling, like the Havoc Order stuff was like, I think a time and a place where, things were, the ball was rolling, like lots of ideas were being formed, like that whole arc and thing was like a lot of fresh ideas, a lot of unique things were being created. So yeah, I think there's, definitely those times where things are fresh and unique. So yeah, the Rogers group falling apart forever left me, to pick up the pieces, deal with the consequences of that group drama. And that's, kind of one of the reasons why I hate, group dramas. And, I think it's, bad if you don't get into group dramas. So people listening out there that might be in group dramas right now, just stop the drama, like solve it, not just for yourself, but for whoever's involved, whether indirectly or directly, like, it's just better for all if it stops. Like, drama can only lead to more pain than good, I feel like, given my personal experience. So yeah, group dramas are never great. And I also kind of went for a second one, but this one was less impactful. But the four of the new Selena group that I was in, it fell apart. Like, it felt like, a good group, to do, VR chat stuff with, but then it fell apart. And now there's a newer Selena, but I haven't still really went and hung out with it. It's like, the magic was destroyed. Like, doesn't matter if it gets rebuilt, the magic is destroyed. Like, just like the Rogers group, like, sure, Blue and Riku are technically back, but they haven't really returned to their roles, so the old magic of the original thing never really returned. Like, there was elements, definitely, with the stuff RP that's happened so far through the episodes of the new stuff with the steward, but the full, like, magic hasn't been there so far in the 8, like, episodes, I think. It's 8. Let me check real quick. As there hasn't been many yet. Yeah, there's been 8, because actually, technically, I think 9, because of episode 2.5. So yeah, there's episode 1, episode 2. Episode 2.5 came out a little bit later than episode 3 and 4, but was just supposed to be not a thing to it was a sort of prequel sequel episode to sort of bridge things. But yeah, then 5, 6, 7, and the most recent being episode 8, which was the return of Rogers, but not really Rogers, Dante's version of Rogers versus Riku doing it. But yeah, that same, magic isn't technically there with the new version. There's elements of it, but, in a way it feels hollow, incomplete without, the proper, people and, and sort of parts of it. So the group drama, led to eventuality. So Yeah, I definitely gotta say that, group dramas, it sucks. It's just not great. It just destroys, you know, those bridges and bonds. Like, it's, basically, severs them and destroys any connection, and it's, you know, really sucks. Like, I'm sure you probably have your reasons to supposedly, hate or dislike whoever you're against, but think about the people in the middle when you get into conflict. You know, yeah, again, any conflict, people will get stuck in the middle, and that they will, you know, lose something important to them because of that conflict. So group dramas, just stop them. Like, if you have any sense of reasonability, that there should be some way to come to a compromise, or, to, you know, you know, peacefully end it without harming too many people. Like, like, peacefully head separate ways, and make certain that those that are in the middle, like, if things are going to end and, something important was going on, make certain that they're aware that, you know, things are peaceful ending, because, you know, they probably don't want to be left in the dark, even if they're not, directly involved with whatever's going on. They still probably want to know. So either, compromise or peacefully bring it to an end. Don't let it just break, as a full-on breakage is very much more harmful than a peaceful resolution or a compromise. So, yeah. And if the compromise doesn't work out, then, head on to plan B, which is, peacefully part ways. Not, a breakage. So, if compromise doesn't work initially, just go with peaceful. And if compromise works initially but doesn't work out long term, then go peaceful. It's, I think, the best way to, like, deal with any damage that might be caused by the group drama. So, yeah. And in general, I think don't start at all in the first place, but, sometimes it might be unavoidable, like a thing that brews up but over a long time and then hits its boiling point. But still, you need to try and act reasonably and sensibly to make certain that, the ones in the middle don't get severely hurt. As, even to this very day, I'm still, being fueled from, one thing in the past. Like, it's like a wound that just can't he also, you know, please do the right thing. You know, if you're in that situation, please do what you can to, you know, stop the conflict. It just harms more than it'll ever help. And honestly, you know, I believe there's really not that many positives to it. Probably none. In fact, like, except for like, well, you don't really have to deal with whoever you didn't like. Otherwise, you're probably just, you know, unintentionally hurting those in the crossfire, and I just don't want anyone to go through the same things I have. Like, I hope that people out there, you know, hear me and, you know, take this message and learn from, you know, what I've had to deal with personally, being someone that was stuck in the middle. Like, please take it from me that, you know, it's wiser for no conflict at all. So, just don't, please. Otherwise, you know, I guess the past will always be destined to repeat itself. And I've already seen the same thing twice. I don't want to see it a third time. At least, you know, each time it seems like it's, you know, it's, you know, lessened in importance. Like, the first one was really important. The second one was kind of important, but in the grand scheme of things, don't know really how important, but still, it was a nice thing to have, you know, new Selena after, you know, everything fell apart with Rogers, so it was a nice thing. So it to suffer the exact same goddamn fate, like, it was like, god damn it, like, now this thing's ruined too. I thought, you know, it'd be the new future, like, after Rogers, but now, like, that was a definite no. So, yeah. And new Ursulina, the newest version of the group. But I'm, you know, doubtful that, you know, in a way that it can succeed, you know. Not to be, you know, pessimistic, but, you know, history has proved to repeat itself time and time again, and I'm not certain if I'll ever find something like the old Nucelino Rogers ever again. Like, I'm not certain what the next thing will be for me, so, you know, it sometimes crushes the hope of, trying, you know, and, and beyond, friendship groups, you know, other potential big things like when I was streaming, like, you know, uh, for a while, I thought I could, return to Secret Lab, and I was like, oh god damn, it's not gonna work out. And then the you know VR chat, but then that didn't work out, and then Pixelgon, and that didn't work out. So it's been not a great time. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like I don't know if I want. One of the reasons I didn't want to stream Secret Lab is because of the stuff I've heard, and it's like I forgot about that because so many bad things have happened. I just want something good, so I did do a, Secret Lab, and have the highlights of that, and do kind of want to continue with it. So, God, now I've got to make the choice if I, stick with it or not. I mean, I'm hoping I'll be fine. I hope that Secret Lab will get better rather than worse. So I gotta have hope because I've had too much pessimism for too long. The dramas and this last year in particular have just not been great. Yeah, again, it's not been a great last year. It's like 2019 wasn't great, 2020 wasn't great, 2021 wasn't great. It's like 2022 into, sort of 2023 wasn't great. 2024 hasn't been great. It just, it's getting growing on me that I've been, hoping like that this will be the good year. This will be the good year. This will be the good year, and it still hasn't really happened. Like that there's been at least something, for the past like 5, 6 years. Like, I'm really hoping that 2025 will be the year that everything I've learnt from, this last year means that there should be no problems with streaming stuff anymore, and hopefully no group drama stuff happens again, like if I enter a new group or pre-existing group falls apart. Like, I guess, New Selena would be, the most predictable to, fall apart, but could be a group. But yeah, hopefully 2025 is the year. Hopefully it's the year. And yeah. Uh, yeah. I don't know. It's just, you know, sometimes drawing to, try again and nowhere to lead to anything. Like, it's not great. Not fantastic, not particularly good, but yeah, Lord. Anyway, so if there's anything you should take away from what I'm saying, it's don't do group dramas. Be one less problem the world. Be one less, dumb thing that shouldn't happen, removed from the equation. It means, hopefully, better days, not just for you, but everyone else around you. Like, so please, take my advice and don't cause conflict. Like, it won't lead anywhere. Conflict doesn't really solve anything. It usually just spurs conflict. So, please, do the right and reasonable thing and just don't. Just don't do it. Don't be causing, dumb, false things, drama, whatever to happen. Just don't. It'll be so much better, that way. But who knows, if they'll ever, realistically happen. I just have to have hope. Some will listen to me, that there'll be some reason, some people, because, the group drama that, that I've kind of been present to, I believe, that the people that, who, are still, my friends to this day, even though it's been a bit since I've talked to some, but yeah, again, Australian time zones, not always easy, but I believe everyone that's involved is, a reasonable, human beings. So, like, if, I was the current me, back then, I could, potentially, been like, stopped it. It's like, not being who I am now, but I wouldn't be who I am right now if it hadn't happened. So, I guess it's kinda had to happen for me to be me. But yeah, but if the same thing were to happen again, and hopefully this time I can be present, yeah, again, time zones always is like, the kicker, it's the one thing that has, you know, potentially stopped me from being involved the first two times. Maybe the third time, third time's the charm, as the saying goes. Hopefully next time it can be prevented, that dumb dramas can be gosh darn prevented. But who knows? I just have to hope that, some people, be reasonable and, listen to me, and maybe, less conflicts will happen, less dumb dramas over nothing will happen, hopefully. I don't know. Just, I'll just take in my words and keep them in mind for if it ever does happen, and then try and prevent it as it's bare. That way, if conflict is prevented, it's just bare for those involved. But yeah, either way, I don't think I have a lot else to say. I'm half repeating myself at this point that, dramas are dumb. I personally, really dislike them and think it's just awful, and, my past experiences, made me into the person I am now, like, so, I see it as, that these conflicts shouldn't happen. At least, I grew as a person thanks to it, even though the pains and, sort of scars, the figure of scars will always be left from, like, those days. It's what was once there can't return, so it kind of sucks, but what can I do? What can I do at this point but try and, pass on my knowledge to hopefully help someone, to hopefully make certain, someone can stop the same things from happening, to not to, repeat, the same mistakes that I feel like happens, with it, as I feel like it's a mistake for, things to end where they, ended. Like, I feel like both Kim and Pete could have tried harder. I genuinely, like, genuinely feel like that there could have been a way for it to peacefully resolve. But, the past is the past. The past can't be changed. All I can worry about is the future. So I'm definitely going to try and make the future brighter. And, yeah, and hopefully 2025 can finally be that year where it's a brighter future. So I'm tired of it. I'm, sick of history repeating like a broken record. I'm sick of it, so I want a good year, so I'm gonna definitely do my best to make a good 2025. I just have to hope, people will do the same. Ours will do the same and, learn from the past. But then again, sometimes humanity is destined to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna keep battling on forever at this rate, so I think I'll conclude. So, yeah, just know that trauma, please don't. But yeah, I think I'll do it for this To Be Human podcast episode. So, peace to the next one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, goodbye.